Hello audience, VatiWah here, and welcome to another episode of Follow From Out of You, Boobpocalypse. Raby and her followers are still looking for VatiWah. He is an NPC that had his way with him after he defeated him, if you guys know what I mean, he. And by the way, where in the world is VatiWah? If you know, let me know in the comment section below, and the first person that names the location will get a shout out in the next episode. So where is he right now in this location? Raby's gonna need a player home that's well hidden from VatiWah. We don't want him to find us. We have the Sanctuary Bunker player home by Elianora, and it's a player home that offers everything you need in a cozy home. The bunker can be found behind your former pre-war home in Sanctuary Hills. Inside, we are underground and there's a bed and a terminal. Everything you see in here is static, meaning that the clutter cannot be moved or modified, so you can't really knock things over because we all know how clumsy everyone is, right? You know, knock that thing over, knock this thing over, and pretty much we're gonna have like a big mess on our hands. There are plenty of storage to organize your items and workstations to craft what you need. The bathroom is okay, I just don't like how the vent looks. It looks like there is rust or blood leaking out, which is kind of scary, especially if I have to use the toilet. Hey header, I'm using the toilet, go away, go away! The workstations are using the compact crafting mod by Fading Signal, which allows this player home to be smaller and utilize the space more efficiently. We are going to need to store some drinks here, for the long haul, but luckily there is a display shelf that allows us to do this in the bunker player home. We have Craftable display shelves by Elianora, and it provides us with 3 different display shelves. Now in the build menu under furniture and miscellaneous, we have 3 different shelves that we can place down. One for bobbleheads, another one for Nuka-Cola, and one for robot models. Now each shelf has a theme that matches what you're storing. For example, the robot schematics for robot models, we have Nuka-Cola logos, and a diner theme for Nuka-Cola, and finally we have the Voltec logo for the Volt Boy bobbleheads. Now if you want to take something with you, all you have to do is look at the item and take it. Pretty easy, right? We are going to need plenty of Nuka-Cola, plenty of fluids if we're going to go and find them because that's pretty important. In the Sanctuary Bunker player home, there's also a mirror that allows you to change your character's appearance, which is a mod by Expired. We need to change how we look so Raby won't recognize us, recognize Raby. We have Sun's HepC Hairs by cfrrulez, and it brings a popular hair mod into Fallout 4. Now the mod is a conversion of the HepC Hair mod from Oblivion. The hairstyles in this mod is mostly Asian and anime-like. Most of the hairstyle is by HepC, however there are 2 hairstyles that's made by Sun. I am just briefly showing you guys every single hairstyle that's currently available for HepC Hair. Most of the hairstyle is short or medium in length, and it's kind of perfect if you're playing like a girly or younger character, just because I noticed that there is a lot of like piggy tail type hairstyles. The hair mod is meant for female, however you can kind of use it for male character as well. Here is a few of my favorite, the ones that I like. We have Hepsy 41. I like the 2 bangs that's kind of hanging out in front, and there's kind of like a bun or flower looking thing on each side of my head. Plus the hairstyle has the same physics as in anime. Now Hepsy 32 is a classic. We have twin piggy tails, and it kind of reminds me of the fast food place Wendy's. This hairstyle right here is based on Niero from the game Nier Automata, and I haven't really played the game yet, but I did notice that there is a lot of porn for it, which means it's a good game, right? If there's lots of porn for it, that means it's probably a popular good game. I think Raby is going to be using the Hepsy 35 just because it reminds me of the movie and the show Ghost in the Shell. Plus we are going to be wearing some jumpsuits later on in this video, which is coming up very soon. Now at the end of the video, you will see how horrible and silly male characters look when they're using the HepC Hair mod. Now everyone is going to need to wear an outfit so we can sneak around and find VatiWah. We have the jumpsuits by Lasman555, and it's a collection of jumpsuit that has been modified in a very good way. Yes, very good way indeed. Every single female jumpsuit in the game has been changed to become a little bit more skimpy. The outfit has been unzipped all the way down to the pussycat, and if your character is using a skin texture that has pubic hair, then you'll most likely see it. Now for my characters and my followers, I did edit out the pubic hair from the skin texture so you don't really see it. The outfits are also more skin tight and follows the curviness and contours of your character. It changes a total of about 10 different outfits like the Red Rocket jumpsuit, the Institute coat, and a few others. Sometimes you can see part of a nipple, but I did make sure that the follower and the jumpsuit they are wearing is not showing it, so it's cool guys, it's safe. For each jumpsuit, there is a version that's wearing a pair of boots and another one that's wearing a pair of heels, so it's a kind of different styles if you want to go with a rugged look or a sexy look. They can be crafted at the chemistry station under the utility section. Aside from these very skanky outfits, we do need a special ability just in case things don't go according to plan. We have the Cross Corsair Recall Collar by Niero, and it introduces a very cool ability that allows you to pretty much have a do-over button. The collar goes around the neck kind of like a pearl necklace, and it can be crafted at the chemistry station or found at the Institute. And how it works is very simple. You'll find the Corsair Recall Collar in your inventory, and then you're going to equip it. Now after you equip it, at the top left, you'll get a notification that it's going to take 44 seconds to charge up. There is also going to be another item called a Corsair Recall Collar Trigger, and you're going to hotkey it to a button which will allow you to activate it. Now once it has been 44 seconds, it will tell you that it's recording and it's ready to go. So Rebby here is going to demonstrate. She's going to jump off, and right before she hits the water, she'll activate it. There's going to be a huge explosion and she'll just go back to where she was 4 seconds ago. She will also regain her HP back, and there's many applications. For example, what if you're fighting an enemy that's too strong, like VatiWah here? With the Foreplay Violated mod, you will get violated when you have less than 30% of your HP, and it's pretty easy to dip below 30% HP guys, and bad things will happen. Now with the Recall Collar, we can fight VatiWah, and if we're starting to lose, we can activate the Recall Collar and then run away or do something different. We can also become Tracer by using the Tracer preset and the Recall Collar. Now, for example, what if Tracer is just moving along, walking around here, and then she sees a group of super mutants around the corner? Well, she can use the Recall Collar and hope that the super mutants do not notice her, and she even has the same blue glow, guys. Awesome. Now, before we move out, we are going to need a mobile player home to look for VatiWah, so we are a little bit more safer. We have the APC Home on the Move by Bostek, and it's a player home that allows you to move it around and use it as a forward operating base. The APC can be found near Concord, and in the back we can enter the APC. And once inside, it is kind of dark, and there's a series of things that we have to do to get the APC running again and get it powered up. Now once we do that, we will move the APC to Sanctuary Hills, and this will open up some of the functions of the APC. The APC is now parked inside a sanctuary, and it doesn't really have any of the overgrown vegetation covering it before we found it. The APC has a few functions. In front of us, we have a typewriter that allows us to make saves even in survival mode. And on the wall, we have a map that allows us to travel to a few locations. Now, at the moment, we're in Sanctuary Hills. We can either go to Fort Hagen or to Diamond City or any of these other locations on the wall. So where can we go? Let's go to Fort Hagen, shall we? Okay, here we are. Now the APC is now at a new location just outside of Fort Hagen. There is one thing you need to know. Each time you move it, it will take energy, so be careful on when you move it and to where. You can also customize the interior of your APC. There is some unpacking to do. We have a Voltec crate, so let's unpack it, and we now have a pre-war lab mixer. And it kind of works like a chemistry station. We can also unpack some other things, like over here, we now have a drinking supply. Pretty overpowered. And right next to it, we can select one of 3 different looks for an armor workstation. I'm going to be choosing the Commando one just because of the movie Commando. The workstations can be changed whenever you want to have a different look. Okay ladies, one of us is going to have to be bait for VatiWah. We need to lure him into a trap, so who wants to volunteer? Okay, fine, Rebby's gonna do it. We need to find something very sexy. We have the Teddy Bear Pasties, CBBE, CBBE Physics, Vanilla by Derpsdale, and it's a mod that will surely lead VatiWah to his doom. The Teddy Bear Pasties can be crafted at the chemistry station, but you know what? I think I'm going to be calling them Titty Bears instead. Get it guys? Teddy Bears? Titty Bears? There is about 30 different colorations and styles of the Teddy Bear, and they go over where your nepus are. Now to me, they kind of look like gummy bears that you kind of want to eat. You know, I kind of want to pluck each one of them with my fingers and eat them, right? You know, put them right in my mouth. Kind of like a gummy bear tree that's kind of ripe for the picking, but you know, I want to, you know, maybe even eat it off the tree, if you guys know what I mean. Yes, indeed. Now, at this rate, I'll most likely get diabetes or become overweight if I eat every single one of those teddy bears. Now, the teddy bear pasties can be worn with an outfit, and at the moment, I'm using the micro bikini, which is the smallest bikini that I can find. You can also use the body slider to make the teddy bears fit your unique boob shape, and in this case I did increase the size of my CBBE body to make it a little bit more, well, tasty looking, and I'm referring to the teddy bear as being tasty, by the way. Of course you are, VatiWah, of course you are. Now at the armor workstation, you can give the teddy bear some additional mods that help you in battle and survival by changing the stitching and the filling of the bears. Anyways, I think this is it for this episode of Follow From Out of You. If you enjoy, make sure to bang that like and subscribe button, bang it good. And see, I told you that using the hair mod on a male is just too damn funny and weird and hilarious or whatever, man. Oh man, no one would mess with you if you're using this hairstyle like this, you know, if you had a hairstyle like this. Now, they will think that you're crazy. Again, if you know where VatiWah is at the beginning of the video, let me know in the comment section below and you might get your comment shown in the next video. Yes, indeed. Well then, stay sexy, my friends. Stay sexy. I'm gonna be eating a lot of gummy bears after working on this video.